You know, in high school, he never played amateur golf, only high school golf. So college coaches really didn't know a lot about Steve Wheatcroft. So his senior year in '96, he wanted to go to Indiana University and play for head coach Sam Carmichael. And each time he sent an email or a letter to Coach Carmichael, he kept turning him down. That spring, his parents said, hey, let's go over to Columbus and check out the Big Ten Championship at Ohio State. So they went over there, and the first person he saw in Columbus was Carmichael. He walked up to him to introduce himself. Carmichael laughed because they both knew he'd been blowing him off for so long. Wheatcroft said, just give me a shot. Coach Carmichael said, fine, you get 6 months, but then I'm going to cut you. Steve said, fair enough, I'll see you in the fall. He took full advantage of the opportunity, eventually landing a scholarship at IU, and here he is about to win for the first time on the Nationwide Tour in College Park, Maryland. As we look at Steve Wheatcroft's father, I cannot imagine what he must be feeling watching his son win for the first time.
It's going to be, obviously it's hard to control the emotions, but just to watch your son struggle and finally come out and win in a dominating fashion.
33 years of age. It's not like he's a kid, 21 years old, 33 years of age. The emotion pouring out of his father, you can imagine all the years of work that he has put in with his son to get to this point.
In 2 years on the PGA Tour, he didn't have the success that he wanted, wasn't unable to keep his card, and
Get in the hole! Get in the hole!
oh, what a way to finish!
How about that from Steve Wheatcroft? His first eagle of the week comes at the 72nd hole, and it breaks the Nationwide Tour scoring record, not only of margin of victory, but also for the 72-hole scoring record of 258. Steve Wheatcroft, a winner on the Nationwide Tour for the very first time in his career.
And he tied the birdie record because he made an eagle.
Exactly.
Congratulations. What an incredible performance. To shoot, look, 66 the first day, 60, and then come back with 65, 64 on the weekend is incredible.
Oh, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
Might have to consider putting him on the box of Wheaties right there. That performance.
Well, a couple of players walked by this morning when he was on the range, and they said, don't beat us up too badly. And he said, you better make some birdies. Didn't matter if they made birdies or not. You could throw whatever number you wanted at him. He shot a final round 64. He finished 29 under par, and he wins by 12.
And look, he had an 8-shot lead starting the day. He shoots 64. It's incredible. It's hard to put words to it.
Mark Leishman in 2008, Chris Smith in 1997, both won by 11 strokes. Comes to the green, up 10, he leaves, up 12, and the crowd here at College Park is appreciative as we take a look at his concentration level.
Said the lines have been great all week. And what a time. Look at Dad.
That's fantastic. Putter in the air. Trophy is going to be soon. Steve Wheatcroft is a first-time winner on the Nationwide Tour. When we come back, we will hear from the man who won the Melwood Prince George's County Open by a dozen shots. Golf Channel's presentation of the Melwood Prince George's County Open, presented by Under Armour, is brought to you by Melwood, helping people with disabilities for more than 45 years. Give at melwood.org. Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. And by Golf Fitness Academy, presented by Titleist. Tune in Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Here's John McGinnis
with retired Maryland basketball coach Gary Williams and the honorary chairman of this tournament. You have to be very proud of what you saw this week.
It's been great. It's a great week for the school, but to watch these guys play and knowing how hard they've worked and, you know, how they sacrificed to try to make it, you know, on tour and things like that. It's just great to see the way they compete.
Now, if I had told you on Tuesday and Wednesday when you played out here that somebody was going to shoot 29 under par, would you have believed us?
No, I wouldn't. I thought the rough was tough enough even for these guys that they would have some problems, but they're really good. I think that's the thing that you appreciate when you see it in person, just how good they are.
Enjoy retirement. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Here's one more look at an emotional Steve Wheatcroft and his father embracing after his victory. Just an amazing week, a historical week, really, for Steve Wheatcroft, Craig. 72-hole scoring record. Crushes it by 3.
Yeah, it was amazing performance.
And now our champion is with Kay Cockrell.
Wow, congratulations, Steve. That was such a phenomenal performance today. I got to ask you, it can't be easy to have that 8-stroke lead. What did you say to yourself to keep yourself in the game and get it done today?
As cliched as it sounds, one shot at a time. It's obviously been working all week. Got a lot of confidence in the driver, tons of confidence in the putter, and said just you know, let's keep it in play. Just try to birdie every hole, and you know, there's a couple holes out here that get me, and luckily I slid through those today. And I said, all right, let's get off and running again. Let's just try to make as many birdies as possible, because I'm sure everybody behind me's, you know, they have nothing to lose. They're going to be firing at pins. They're going to be going as low as they can. So just try to birdie as many as I can, try to get out ahead as far as I could.
You're 33 years old. Golf hasn't always been the easiest road for you. You've had a couple of years on the PGA Tour that weren't stellar. What does this moment mean to you after all this hard work to break through and win on a big stage for the first time?
It means a lot. You know, I've been out here on the Nationwide and the PGA Tours for, what's it been, 5 years now, and I've never won. To be honest, I got close last year in Puerto Rico, but, you know, coming down the last few holes, I just had to make some birdies. So I hadn't won anything besides mini tours, so I wanted to make that next step, and I wanted to, you know, do it in a big way. And I had a good week this week, and that's why, you know, I knew I was going to be nervous, and I just said, let's just keep making birdies. And, you know, the only thing better than an 8-shot lead is a 12-shot lead. You know, let's try to get out there as far as I can so that, you know, I can enjoy the last walk, you know, the last 9 holes or 4 holes or whatever it could be.
Keep making birdies. You did that. 31 birdies and an eagle. How about that eagle at the last?
I know. I actually I saw it online last night that a good friend of mine, Craig Lau, had the birdie record with 31. So I said I got to get at least 6 today, and I had 6 going in the last hole, and so I tied him, and then that eagle, you know, I said, let's make the eagle instead. Let's make sure we put a good roll on this.
We got your mom and dad right here, Barb and Dan. Dan, I got to ask you, how proud are you of your son right now?
I've never been more proud of him. He just made my day, made my week. It's been a long battle, but I promised I wasn't going to cry. Huh?
Yeah, he's a great guy. You got a great family. Congratulations to you. You go to number 2 on the money list. How's that sound? Good job. Good job. Back to you guys.
Kay, thank you. Now the new record set on the Nationwide Tour, Craig, by Steve Wheatcroft this week here in College Park.
Yeah, it was just an incredible week, really, from the get-go for Steve.
And the golfnow.com shot of the day. Why not make it the last stroke of the week?
You could not finish with any other shot than this.
For eagle at the last to get to 29 under par. What an incredible week for Steve Wheatcroft, the golfnow.com shot of the day. Our next Nationwide Tour telecast comes your way July 14th with live coverage of the Chiquita Classic near Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up next on Golf Channel is the final round of the ShopRite LPGA Classic. Many thanks to Nadia Allam and Ron Molinaro for their efforts all week in the booth. All the hardworking women and men on the telecast, led by Keith Hirschland and director Pete Esposito. For our entire announce team, I'm Steve Sands saying so long for now from Prince George's County, where Steve Wheatcroft is the 2011 champion.
This has been a presentation on the only worldwide network dedicated to the game, Golf Channel.